Hello guys, this is Vivek. Welcome back to my channel. So guys, today we will be talking about collections in Power Apps. So we will know what is the collection variable actually in Power Apps and how you can make use of it and a simple use case for the same. So let's get started. So for that, I'm just going to Power Apps portal and I'll create an app. So I'll go to app and let me create an canvas app. So this app would be collection information. So it should be, I'm going to create a tablet app. So there it goes. So basically, guys, when we talk about collection, so it's nothing but it is a variable where it's a kind of table variable, I would say, which stores the data. So just to show you that, let me quickly insert. Let's say I'll go and insert two text boxes. So let's say these are my two text boxes. Okay, and let's say let me put a label for the same. Okay, fine. So let's say this is your first name and this is your last name. And if I run the app, so let's say first name and last name, and it has a text box parallel to each label. So the default text, I'll just clear it out. Fine. So now let me place a button. So this is my button. And now on click of this button, that is on select of button, what I want is whatever values I enter here, that should get saved inside a collection. So let me quickly declare a collection variable on click of this button. So the syntax would be something like collect. So just from the bottom collect. So you can write the variable name whatever you would like. So let's say my collection name is information. I'll just give a comma and curly braces. Now I have two variables to get in. That is first name and last name. So let me put it as like last first name. This can be anything and any of the variable you can declare. Now the first name, should get the value of this text box. So if I select this is nothing but text input 1. So let me go back to the button on select event. So it is like text input 1. Here it comes. So I'll select this comma. Similar way, I want the last name variable to be set in this. That is nothing but text input 2. Now guys, so we want to store the value of this whatever we are entering, so it should be dot text. In the similar way, this also will be dot text. So this is my, if I format the text, so this is my formula here. This is the syntax of the collection collect then the name of the collection and what and all you want to pass the parameters. Fine enough. So let me run the application, enter it. Vivek is Navik. If I click on the button, automatically it should go and store in my collection. So I have clicked it. Now let me check. Now to view the values inside your collection, just click on view and click on collection. There it goes. So the table is created for you. First name, last name. First name holds Vivek, last name holds Nav. Come back. Let me rerun this and enter some other name and check if that also gets inserted inside collection. So let's say I'm entering Vijay Singh. Click the button, close this. Now I want to, from the view, I want to see the collection again. So you see here Vivek Navik, Vijay Singh. So this is how you can, guys. This is how like you can create your collection variable and insert values inside it. In fact, you can map the values inside it. Fine enough. Now let's say you have entered it, or you have maintained your collection and you want to display your collection. So in order to display your collection, let me insert another screen. So screen 2. I'm sorry. Let me delete this. So let me insert a list screen. So this is a list screen, which would give you the list of items from a record. I mean, a set of table. So this is my template gallery list one, and it is expecting a data source. So whatever collection you have created, you see your collection over here, information. So if I select this, so these are two of my records, Vivek Navik, Vijay Singh. So if you pass some more parameters to your collection, those things will also be visible over here. So this is about collection, guys. So let's see, how you can, let's say you are developing a dynamic form, dynamic new form. So you are designing as per your need. So you are putting some random text boxes as per your design, and you enter the values to it, and you want to save that. So let's say we create a form and we will map those fields to my collection parameters. And once our collection is ready, what we are going to do, we will save it to a SharePoint list. So to do so, let me create a list. So I came to my site back. I'll go to site content, and here let me create a list called event information list. So I have created this. Now I have a title field. Let me add one more column. So it would be, let's say, last name. Sorry, let me go from here and create this. So I'll put it as like last name and one more column called file number. Fine enough. So the title column, let me set it as first name. So remember, still the internal name of this column would be title here. The display name would be first name. So this is the structure of my list: first name, last name, and mobile number, student information. So let me go back and let me add the data source. So from here, I'll search for SharePoint. Now this is my site, and this is the list what we have just now created. Let me connect this quickly. So this got connected. I have the data source now. Now just do the whole thing. Let me go and create a new screen for you. So this is the new screen, and here let's say I'll put a label. This would be student information. Fine enough. So let me make it bold a bit. I'm just making it a bit fancy. I will not take much time because let's not divert out of the thing what actually we want to achieve in this video. So let me put a label, and similar way let me put a text input. So text input hint text, let me put like enter. Default text I will remove it. And, this would be your first name. Similar way. So if you can see, I'm just copying and pasting label and the text box. So I'm just aligning it bit. So this is your first name, this would be your last name, this is your mobile number. So fine enough, if you see this is your form. This is a very simple form what I am designing. In fact, you might have a need for some big forms whatsoever. So this is just an example like how I'm going to map each field with a collection parameter, and once I have my collection ready, how I'm going to push it to my SharePoint list. Fun enough. So for this I would need a button as well. So let me place a button here. And now the button would be submit. Now the whole agenda is if I click on submit button, whatever I have entered here, it should get mapped to a collection parameter, and the same thing should go and get pushed into a student information list. Fine enough. So let's go ahead. For that, first let me create a collection. Select student information would be the name what I would keep, then curly braces, then it's like first name. First name would go with text input 3. Text input 3 dot text comma last name text input, is it 2? It's not 2, it's 3 1 I guess. This one, yeah. The similar way, mobile number text input, this is the one I guess, yeah. The text, fine. I'll just close the bracket. So now guys, so as we can see in the student information, uh, we will have the information map, that is first name, last name, and mobile number ready. Now once we have this, we want to save this to a SharePoint list. So to do that, patch. So patch expects a source, then record, then what you want to update. So in fact, in patch, our list name is student information list, defaults, I'll enlarge this. So here if you see patch students information, this is nothing but your list name, defaults your list name, comma, now the internal name of the column what you want to update. So I want first name, last name and mobile number. So first name is nothing but title. Now, now guys, one thing just you know we have seen earlier, like in the collection, once you click on the button, so whatever you have entered on your screen, let's say it goes and gets the collection entered into the table. So the very first time you enter, let's say the first item comes as Vivek Navik, and again you give entry, the second item again comes as Vijay Navik. Let's say I'm entering Vijay Navik and I'm saving it. So Vijay Navik. So the first item would be Vivek Navik and the second item would be Vijay Navik. So we have to ensure, like always, the last item is picked, not the first item. Because if we pick up the first item from the table, so it would be always Vivek Navik. Whatsoever you enter a new entry, but still it will save as a Vivek Navik, the very first item. So to get always the last item of the table, so we have a we have a documentation for the same by Microsoft. So if you want, I can put this specific URL on the comment box. Do let me know if you need this. So here, if you see, it clearly shows us like how you can declare a collection variable, and in the collection variable, once you have the set of collection, how you can get or retrieve specific item. Like the very first item, the last two items, or first two items whatsoever. So by using this syntax, you can achieve it, whatever you want. So you can just go through this uh, whenever you are in need of it. So coming back, so since I always want the last item of my collection, so I have documented that. So let me copy and paste that. So okay, so here the collection name, student information. So if you see here, like first, last, and student information first, and the variable name is first name. So this gives the first name attribute of my student information of the last record. Do not get confused. Once I will show you the output by running this application, you'll have the clarity. The similar way I have to define for other columns, that is last name. Other column is last name. Copy paste this, and here I would only change this last name. Now similar way similar way I want the last one, that is mobile number. Let me cross check the spelling. Mobile number, yeah. Now copy paste this, and instead of last name, I want the mobile number. So I think so, yes guys. So my formula is ready. Now one more thing we want, like as soon as you insert the item, I want these text boxes to get cleared. So for that, I'll just use something called reset. Yeah, this is reset, and inside reset I want so these are three text boxes which I want to really reset. So hopefully you can see the complete formula. Fine enough. Now let me run this now for you. So if I refresh this, as of now I do not have anything. Now let me enter. Sorry, the first name is Vivek, last name is Navik, and I'm putting a random number. Do not try back calling me. Now let me submit this. Click on submit. It has cleared the data. Let me check if the information got saved here. Refresh this. No, it hasn't saved it. Let me refresh again. Fine, it hasn't saved. Let me go back and check what has happened. Okay, it says some error here. I do not notice that. Let me check what is that error. So I think so. Here is the error. If you see, like for each parameter, I'm passing a text input dot text. So here I missed that dot text. This should solve the issue. So let me rerun this. So first let me make it blank and let me refresh this if I have anything here. I do not have anything here. So let me enter Vivek Navik. This is my mobile number. Submit this. So let me check if the data got submitted. Refresh this. Hey guys, there it goes. Finally it got submitted. So if you see the first name Vivek Navik, the mobile number. Let me give another try. So let me check if it got submitted. Yeah, it got submitted. Vijay Navik, this number. So guys, let me show you something. So what I was talking about initially was, if I go to view and click on collection. So if you see Vivek Navik, Vijay Navik, Vivek Navik and Vijay Singh, these are two things which got entered in my information. Information. I'll list whatever, collection, whatever I've created. So what I was telling is, so let's say if I do another entry, it will go and get added. Let's say Ravi Malhotra. So that will get added at the last. So what I was telling is every time I'm just ensuring that whatever the last item is getting entered, right, that is getting picked and getting saved in my list, not the first item, because the first item remains always constant. The similar way the second item. So the last item would be something which would be the latest added. So that is what I was telling. So let's say I add one more record here. Raj Malhotra. This is my number. If I submit it and if I refresh this, so this Raj Malhotra got added. Now this is the last item what I have entered. If I click on collections, so student information, Raj Malhotra is the last item, which got added. Fine enough. So let me go back and show you the formula again and click of submit button. This is my formula. I'll just format this. So I think so formatting is this is the whole formula. You can like anytime pause the screen and you can take the thing whatever I have added. So fine enough. So if I remove the formatting, this is the one. This is the whole thing. Looks better. Looks better. So do let me know if you really need this in the comment box. I can put it for you. So that's all for the day, guys. This was whole thing about the collection. Do put in the comment box if you find any difficulty in understanding this concept. So once again, thank you and goodbye, and do subscribe my channel if you really like the content and if it is helpful. And the other way, whatever new thing I put, you will get notified such that you will be benefited out of it. Thank you so much.